Let's talk about it all calmly.
Welcome to Let's Talk About This Calmly. We're apparently in a fight with Brandon right now.
What the fuck are we talking about? How are we fighting? We're chilling.
Whatever.
Ooh.
This is my new candle. I want to introduce her to everybody.
What's her name?
I don't know.
So you don't wanna? It's
She looks like a Martina. She's thick. I
Episode-
feel like Martina's would be thick as well.
episode 37 of the Let's Talk About This Comedy podcast. It's Brandon, Leangie. Leangie, where we at with it? What's going on? What's the vibes?
You know, it's good. It's a gorgeous day. I had a good, I just turned 31, y'all.
Woo! Happy birthday!
Time is ticking.
Oh shit! For what? Time for what?
I need to get something out of my vagina. You know what I mean? A child. It's time. Right?
We don't know if that's true because women be having kids really late.
I'll be honest. If anything, I'll just adopt or like foster or some shit.
Yeah, you've been saying that too. I feel like that's like.
Don't put
Even
that
if you
on.
have kids, you're gonna still probably.
Yeah, I'll probably still do that. I love kids. They're funny as fuck. I turned 31. You know, had a little KBBQ stuff out with my friends. You know, we went to karaoke. It was a good time.
You had a good time?
Every time I'm around my friends, it's a great time. You know, Brandon popped out, real rare these days, and we had a great time. I went to see a musical. You know?
Okay. What was the musical?
It was called And Juliet.
Mm.
It was a jukebox musical, which means it's songs that are already out. Like basically like Britney Spears, Katy Perry, like they sang all types of
So this is just about Juliet, not like there's no romance.
It's like it's like if Julian Shakespeare. It's literally about Julian Shakespeare's wife, like basically giving him pointers on what he should do on. She's like the story should have been like this. Like what if Juliet just goes on and goes and lives her life type shit.
Oh.
And it's a cute, bubbly, like really colorful Disney Channel last musical.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. It was
good though.
Yeah, I love musicals. I love shit like that. So I had a great time, and I had Canes after.
Oh, how you? That was your first time having canes?
That was my second time. Because there's one in fucking downtown. Did you see?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, there's one downtown, and if there's always a line around the corner. But if you go and order online, the windows. There's a window around the thing.
Canes is fire.
It's really good, but it's not something that I'm like, oh shit, you know, best food in the
cross
world.
the fucking city to go get canes.
Right, like if I had to choose between Canes and 7th Street, you know where I'm gonna be.
That's very different. Like other fried chicken spots. So like, where would you put anything over Canes?
I'd put Popeyes over Canes for sure.
Wow.
You wouldn't?
I feel like I would fuck with Canes. That bread is fire.
It's the bread, but take away the bread, it's just crinkle fries and some fucking chicken tenders.
Yeah, but you can't take away the bread. It's part of the meal. So like with that.
But I'm saying though, if the bread wasn't present,
you're saying chicken to chicken. You're saying chicken to chicken.
And then on top of that, you know what? I'll give Canes its 10s because they also have really good ice. You know that ice?
Ice?
The ice is like little tiny ice. I really fuck with the ice. I'm sorry.
Okay. I mean, it's those little like nuances that.
It's the butter, bitch. Just say that. It's the butter and the bread.
Yeah, the bread is.
It's
fire.
literally, but that is all that it is.
And it's chicken tenders. Like a lot of people don't like
I
bone in chicken.
I like the.
So like, no, I'm being honest. People don't be eating Popeye's chicken because it got bones.
There's bones in here.
And the Popeye's chicken tenders are not fucking with Canes. Let's keep it a step.
Okay, if we're gonna talk that.
It's tenders to tenders.
If we're gonna talk that, then that's fine. I feel like Canes also seems real fresh. Like it gives me Chick-fil-A level of like customer service and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was kind of crowded in that bitch. They got that shit out. Almost got because when I go to like places where like Starbucks and stuff, they have to call my name out. I put Angie.
Just because it's easier to say.
Yeah, this is the first time where I said Angie, and there was another Angie getting their order at the exact same time. So I was ready to fight with that.
It's time to pick a different. Why don't you use your middle name?
Teresa. Wow, never thought of that. I don't know. I use fake names for everything. Like for example, like if you ever order and bring me my food on Grubhub, my name is Lola on there. Lola Solar, and that's what they know me as.
That'd be a good streaming name.
Lola
when you
Solar.
start streaming.
I do want to get into video games. See what happens.
You spoke about this before, yeah.
That'd be
interesting. The titties back. Oh my God, Mario! No.
The only thing I know how to play is. Do you know Crash Bandicoot?
I don't think you can find Crash Bandicoot right now in like
yes,
2024.
I feel like you can.
I don't think that's the thing.
Yo, that would be the only reason I get a gaming system. It's just so that I can play Crash Bandicoot because it was so good to me.
Speaking of that, I know I've been talking about this for like over a year now.
Getting a
I think I'm going to
PlayStation
pull the trigger next month. I'm getting a gaming station because literally I've stopped watching. I don't watch it as much anymore. Yeah. But like. The urge is still there. I just want to play the fucking game. Maybe I'll set up a camera session.
Shit, I feel like you could. I feel like you'd be good at that.
But it looks so expensive to do that shit. Like all the like
setting up.
One of the homies on like Facebook be like streaming on Twitch and shit. He got like 4 screens set up. It's like nigga, we not doing all that. But it could be lucrative. Could be lucrative.
I think so. I feel like you'd be good. I feel like you have the same type of personality as those guys.
Moxie. Whoa. I don't think I have the same personality.
Who the fuck is Little Moxie?
I said the same Moxie.
I think you have the same Moxie. Maybe my name could be
Little Moxie. Let's give it Little
Moxie. You lie about
and
your
Lola
age.
Solar. I'd have to because who's watching this old man play games?
You are not old, bro. We're 32 and 31. We are young. My knees still work. I can still.
Not out of the. Exactly. Sit down.
I snapped my fingers. That's what happened there. Anyways, speaking of electronics, I'm getting a new television finally.
Started on Twitter. What kind of TV you getting?
Samsung. So you know it's not gonna be shitty. So
I've
had that Samsung since 2020. The one in my room. It's been great.
So you bought it already, or you?
Yeah, my parents bought it.
What size is it?
55-inch, same as this one.
Oh. Fuck you,
What you thought I was gonna do?
Get something bigger so we can be like surround sound this motherfucker.
Please. I'm excited for my Samsung though, so I can stop this shit. Just disconnect from the Wi-Fi every day. I have to unplug it, plug it back in. That remote control is falling fucking apart. I don't even know what to do with that, but yeah.
But new TV. What's the first thing you finna watch on the new TV? You think? What's the first thing you plan on queuing up? Some old, some new.
Some old, because there's not a lot of good shit out.
I mean, there's some good shit out. Like, what are we talking about?
That shit just came out this week. All of it came out this week.
All right, so what are we talking about? What you been watching? What's going on? What's happening on the television?
For one, and I know you can't relate on this one too heavily.
Oh, shit.
All-Star Love Island came out. I'm gonna be honest. I want to one day be free of the show. How many episodes you in?
I'm like 20 something in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm deep.
So the Shackles of Love Island All-Star. On my end, I finished because I've been watching it on Daily Motion every day. But on yours,
why when I went on Daily Motion, everything was like, well, maybe I was trying to watch like older episodes.
Yeah.
That shit was like, oh, this is something from copyright type shit. I was like, what the fuck going on?
That probably like you have to like I guess catch the episode as it drops or whatever. So what have you seen so far? What are you up to then?
Good question. I've seen. The last thing I remember seeing...
Because it's a shorter season. I think the most it's like 36 episodes.
I know Mitch and Liv went home.
Thank God.
We went into drama with the girls. Over Callum low-key, but not really over Callum.
It was Georgia.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what? I can't really like recant where I'm at, but like I can recant how I feel watching these episodes.
Okay.
And Georgia S.
The worst.
Is like terrible at gaslighting and manipulating, but it's just like just doing her best. Like she thinks she's nice, but like I'm watching the TV, I'm like, bitch, what are you doing? Oh, I didn't say that. What? Callum's like, we all just
She's like, what do you want me to do? I have history, and then the history is Love Island Games. It just happened
a month ago.
We were there for a week.
Bitch is like, we've been together for 3 years. But what about history?
No, that really pissed me off because
that
it's
shit
literally
is dumb,
the history
bro.
is literally the week they were on Love Island Games, and then they didn't speak afterwards.
That shit is dumb.
So I'm just like, what are y'all talking about?
But she's also been waiting. You can tell she wanted to be this thing from jump.
Yeah, I actually do feel like she won't cheat on him.
Oh,
she's no cheater.
What the fuck? Where that came from?
Well, she was on Love Island season 4 when she was 19, a baby, so you can't really put too much on her.
Come on now.
Her whole thing on Love Island, her season was just a mess. She came back from Casa Amor. Her man left her for another girl. Looked better, looked more his type, anyways.
That's crazy to say.
She was just 19. He was like 25, so he just wanted somebody more his age.
That makes sense.
So, but then she just started just doing the most, like. She kissed her best friend's man in the mouth, like made him go on a date. When she finally did couple up with a guy that really, really liked her, she kept trying to find ways to get out. They gave her, the audience and the fucking show were so annoyed with her. They gave her the ultimatum: you either Stay with. Oh wait. Leave the show or you have to never couple up with the nigga you with.
How the audience did that?
I don't know, but they literally wanted
on
to
the
have
show.
that show. Yes.
On the show, they were like, "Hey, you got two things to do."
That was an ultimatum. They took him out to that beach club thing. They were like, "Hey, you can either leave now, or you will never couple up with your man again." And she, bro, you could tell she was battling with the fact that she wanted to leave that nigga and just keep on going on the show, but she left. And then like their reunion was done a couple months later in December. And yeah, found out she cheated on him. Went to her ex's house at 3 a.m.
So niggas finna cheat. What else were like some highlights of the show so far for you?
For me,
or is it done for you? Like you watched the whole thing?
Well, I watched the whole thing, but I really liked the show. It
was better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I just think they shouldn't do that again.
Wait, why? Why you think?
I just feel like they didn't get the right cast. I guess.
Really?
I feel like they could have gotten better people, but the people that brought the drama their season are out doing better things. So that's the whole thing.
I have a different take. I thought like this was when I first initially saw the people that was gonna be on here, and I think we talked about on the podcast, I was like, this shit about to be ass. Like, but niggas had good storylines going.
I watched the whole thing.
Like good shit going on.
I really loved that, but everybody kept wanting to get Callum and Molly to get together. I'm just like,
I thought it was gonna happen for
same, but I do think they still have feelings for each other. More Molly than Callum.
She cries a lot,
bro. But it's just like, girl, go get you somebody that's gonna do the things you want them to. Because if this man isn't complimenting you and you're as pretty as you are and all that stuff, and like he's not giving you, it's just like you move on. And that guy Tom literally wanted to crawl on her skin. So who's your favorite couple so
far? Favorite couple. You know what really got me tight? Before I talk about my favorite couple, Chris and Arabella, because
Chris is an idiot.
I felt like he was so upset about this one thing
that she said
that he just like could not see past it, and I liked them as a couple.
Yeah, they were cute.
He fucked it up.
He fumbled it. He fumbled it for sure, just because he had a crush on Sophie.
But I feel like
telling the girl you're coupled up with, like, hey.
I just told.
I know we locked this off.
Yeah, but
I've been having a crush.
I didn't know Sophie was coming. I got to shoot my.
I would have done the same thing. You seen Sophie?
Sophie looked good.
Sophie and
Josh. And she been look good too.
Sophie and Josh are my favorite couple.
Who's Josh again?
Josh is the one.
The funny dude.
Yeah.
I guess.
He was funny. He was season 1. Like, he's been a mess in season 1.
Yo, speaking of season 1,
yeah,
the nigga that came in that was black or Spanish, wasn't he white when the season 1 came on?
Who the fuck are you talking about?
Bro, the nigga, he had the beard, the Caesar, the tattoos. Why is he black and Spanish now? He's not white.
He just has a tan, you dick.
He got his Caesar.
Stop
playing. That nigga
I love Adam.
And this motherfucker.
Nah, I love
that
Adam.
That shit got me tight.
He wasn't as funny this show as he was this season. Because his season, he didn't want to.
He was drunk and shit.
He was just on vacation on his season. He did not give a fuck.
That bitch with the mommy makeover was getting me tight. Like the older girl. Yeah.
I loved Hannah though. I loved her accent. She's so
and
funny.
Tom crying when she went home. My favorite couple. Damn, I'm trying to think of the couples right now. Sophie and that bitch. Oh my god, that bitch.
Sophie and Josh.
Callum and
Jessica.
Who's he with now? Who the fuck is Jessica?
The twin.
Oh yeah.
Her funny ass smile.
Oh damn, I don't know now because I forgot
Molly
the twins just came in.
So Jess and Callum.
Okay.
Chris and Joanna.
Maybe I don't have a favorite.
Who else? Fucking Georgia.
Wait, they sent Joanna home.
Yeah, so Georgia and Anton, terrible couple. She doesn't like that.
Yo, she don't like him.
Did you start crying? Did you laugh when she when the guy basically admitted why they broke off? Fucking the kid with the
blonde kid.
No, the kid with the brown hair. When she was
Casey?
like, she was like, why did we stop talking? He's like, yo, I'll be honest. When you told me you saw my grandpa.
Yeah, it was too much. It was too much. All that spiritual shit, and this goes out to all the bitches that's into like rocks and crystals and shit.
Rocks and crystals.
Sometimes y'all gotta slow down. Don't pull out the tarot cards the first night. Let's build to it. Then you can read your future and see if I'm supposed to be in it. Let's build to it. You can't give us all at once. You gotta slow down. Cause what? I hate that bitch.
Bro,
that Georgia can go
sucks.
home.
But bro, the fact.
And the nigga gave you the ick, and now you trying to act like. No, I mean, he won me over.
Have you gotten to the part where they're like in conflict with Josh right now?
Who's Josh?
The one that's with Sophie.
I remember he was just in conflict with somebody and he apologized, but it wasn't them. I forgot who he was in conflict with. I think it was Georgia and Toby. But and he was like, "Oh, sorry guys, blah blah blah. I don't need some more."
Nah, he gets into conflict
I'm
with
sick of
Georgia, and that
Toby, too.
shit is so funny.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Cause Georgia's like takes it mad personal. He's just like, yo, if you feel confident in your fucking couple, stop asking me. Like, I don't care. Like, he's basically just saying like,
Wait, which Georgia?
Georgia H. He basically tells her like, yo, like it's like this game they're playing where they were ranked by the public. So you basically have to guess where the public ranked you. So he was like, oh, most one-sided, like, yeah, Georgia H and Anton, you guys should go up there because. And she's like, why the fuck us? And he's like, well, I mean, you haven't really picked him. Like, you kind of just go back to him when somebody rejects you or there's nobody else that's come in for him. He didn't say it like that, but that's basically what's happening.
The last thing I can say about this show is I think it was funny as fuck when I also don't know how they didn't know that Maya was coming there by the fire pit, but they were playing the game and they were like, who's the worst this? And everyone's salty the whole game.
Yeah.
Bitch crying, it's a whole mess. And Shorty pulled up and was like, all right, read what's on the card. Because now they can put it, I was like, oh shit, we got him.
That's you know what's crazy? Like, I can't even imagine being in that villa. You're like happy as fuck. You see Maya's fine ass. You're like, damn, I want to be happy that this bitch is here.
So fire.
But I'm tight. Get out of my villa.
Facts.
No, I fuck with Maya. OD. I love her.
But I fucked with the show and I fucked with the drama. And now there's a new season of a show that's out with a ton of drama. That's Love is Blind.
Love is Blind. The thing with me is Love is Blind is an experiment to find out whether love is blind or not. Yeah. And it's like time and time again, they show you it isn't that blind.
I don't know. How you feel about it so far?
I think it's funny. I think like this one is more of a joke than anything else. Just because, stop. Just because I feel like, you know, like when you watch these things, you kind of put yourself in the shoes of the people. And you're just like, there's no way this person's doing this right now. Like, there's no way.
Well, all right, give me an example. Like who?
Okay. Sorry, guys, I burped.
Sorry.
Okay, let's say, for example, AD and Clay. I was going to call him Clyde.
He look like a Clyde. He ain't Caribbean.
Once that man decided to black on me because he found out I was doing the thing that the show is for.
Yeah.
I would have been like, oh, hell fucking no. Why are you yelling at me?
But I think she was in a predicament where the other nigga was playing funny games. So, like, she had to choose her poison. And then cousin went home to go follow the white bitch she was talking to. I'm going to
be honest, though. I feel like if Matthew hadn't been exposed like that, I feel like she would have gone with Matthew.
Yeah, she would have.
And the thing is with me, it's just like, whatever, bro. I'm sharing with you something that happened to me. Why are you blacking like this?
I mean, he was right. It really didn't have anything to do with him. So he's like, what the fuck? But I think she was just like, yo, I'm telling you because, like, hold me down in this moment. Yeah. And he started pacing around the couch.
Bro.
And I knew it was about to go down from then. And then he blacked and was like, you know what? And then he was like, you know what? I think I'm going to leave this. I'm coming. We could talk tomorrow. I'm going to go to sleep. But then he didn't leave the room. And he's like, that's all you got to say. I'm like, this thing is nuts.
He's crazy.
This is
nuts. Once he started pretending that he didn't know that people get wedding bands when they're married, I'm like, oh, this man's going to cheat
I'm not
on
mad
you.
at him. I didn't know either. Hey, I didn't know either. I mean, I feel him.
I feel also the fiance reveals, these people don't like each other. They just don't.
Yo.
The only ones that I think actually like each other are Johnny and Amy.
The little blonde dude.
And the Mexican.
I gotta stop saying
my bad, and the Puerto Rican girl. Whoa.
I gotta stop saying he's little because he's not as short as he looks.
Yeah. His head is just big.
When he was sitting on the floor, I was like, this thing look tiny. But when Johnny's his name or Jimmy, what's the nigga name?
Which one's Jimmy?
The blonde kid with the fade.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Well, he met
Chelsea. First of all, I hate the way that bitch said when she was trying to tell him that she looked like Megan Fox. She's like,
do you look like anybody?
Yeah, people tell me I look like someone all the time. He's like, who? And she was like,
what's that?
Who's MGK's wife?
He was like, Megan Fox?
And she's like, yeah, her. I'm like, oh my.
But when she said it, I was like, oh, I can kind of see why.
No, I can see it.
I also thought Adele when I first saw her. I was giving Adele.
I've been saying that shit all week on my burner and on here. She does.
Kind of look like her.
She does look like her.
If
but
you
it's just,
turn your head
if
a
you
little
put
bit.
Megan's Fox face, like small face, on her big face, then that's like you just kind of have to like.
You gotta crop it. You gotta crop it.
And she looks just like that, but she even have the same little frown thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, fine, I get it, but bitch, everything else though.
Yeah, and I think, and I was imagining like him in his mind is like, oh, this is a bad
like a dark, like dark hair.
I got
more like how Jessica looks type.
Yes. Shit. So then when he came out and like he did a good job acting like he was rocking.
Bro, it's not even that. Like she came out the way she came out, but then that fucking run towards him, And the heavy breathing.
Yo, first of all, she a heavy set girl.
She's like,
she was excited.
She literally did that.
She was excited. She was excited.
The whole time they're having a conversation, she's
and
like,
it's hard
I'm
to
sweating.
carry that chin around. It's a big chin to carry around.
She's like, I'm sweating. I'm like, yeah, because you ran. For what reason?
I think you said you
I
lied
don't
to
know.
me. It's crazy.
See that bitch struggle to get upstairs. Stop.
But I understand why he made that choice because the other girl, Jessica, that's her name.
Yeah. She was a little feisty.
But not even the feisty shit. Again, now I'm gonna put the crystal girls to the side. Mothers of the young children. I think Jessica's a prime example of what not to do. I get it. We love your kids. Everybody love the kids. Great. Everybody love the kids, right? And Brandon love the kids. I love the kids. But you gotta explain things in a way where it can make sense for someone to be able to be an addition to your life. This bitch went on a soliloquy about, hey, me and my daughter, this, and the nigga saying that like, am I trying to deal with this? And the answer is no.
I mean, I get it in that sense where it's just like, okay, yeah, you know, I really fuck with you, but I don't want to have the responsibility of this kid because
there's just no space for me.
Yeah,
it sounds like.
And not only that, like Jess seems kind of like one of those like get with it or get lost type of people. So to me, it's just like I understand his decision. And I'll be honest, whether Chelsea looks like how Chelsea looks, Chelsea clearly has game. She had 2 men trying to propose to her.
And she's kind of cute. I'm not gonna say
one man even cut off all the other girls he was dating just so he could focus on Chelsea. So shout out to her at the end of the fucking day, bitch. You got it.
But this is what I'm excited for. And it's I by the time you guys see this, we will be long past this episode. But I saw in the previews where Chelsea was like, "You fucked her, you fucked her," and he just got the IG. So last episode I saw is Jessica's back and was like, "Oh, he followed me on IG and unfollowed me like I didn't see it, but I saw him." So she's like, "You think he wanted me?" And the girl who she was talking, the blonde girl who's within a couple too, she was like, "Yeah, he'd like to meet you." So I think the next episode I'm about to watch
is them meeting up.
And he's about to go crazy. It's not.
No, it's not. But
thanks for shitting on me.
Cheating does happen.
Thanks for that, Angie. Cheating does happen in life.
But no,
and guys, you should.
No, I mean, in the last episode you have to watch. Damn, son. It's not who you think it is, though. It ain't who you think it is.
I also thought it was weird that, like, when they was at the little beach thing, how Jimmy was all over AD. Low key.
Oh, yeah, that shit was weird. Why would you turn around and talk to this girl and say, yo, she's tacked.
Yeah.
And this bitch gonna yell it across the fucking thing. Hey, AD, guess what he said?
Yeah, and then
he walks over and goes to
and then you turn around ordering drinks. He over there. Hey, baby. Yeah. Don't be sad now, bitch. But then also the fucking principal nigga.
Oh yeah.
So disconnected, like. And I really felt bad for the girl because I think
because she seems really sweet, like, and she's also a really cute girl. Like any other season, she would have been fucking
same values.
Exactly.
She's a fucking teacher.
Yes, and she's like, really into God. I'm just like, yo.
He was into God in the pod as well, and it was seem like one thing, and then it's like the nigga is a complete like it just cut off, and then the last episode I saw he was like. Almost gaslighting her, but she's like, "Yo, I feel like you're not really giving me your all." Blah blah. He was like, "Well, if you feel like that, then something's wrong. Maybe you don't feel like that for me." And she was like, "What?" So then she started crying. She went into this whole thing about like, "Yo, you was giving up like this in the pod. You made me feel like this, and I'm trying to get that feeling back." And he was like, "He's like, I don't think it's gonna work out." And he called his homie. He left. That's not crazy.
That is nuts.
Wasted this bitch time. Shit nuts.
That's what I'm saying. Like, well, at least he did it before they got to the fucking altar and embarrassed her in front of her friends and fucking family. Like some people. But that shit is just. I don't fucking know. I keep saying that I could never. But I'd probably be one of those people in the background like that also is in the pod but ends up like not engaged, so not part of the main show. I'm just in the back like, yeah.
I feel like I would buy that show, low key. I'd buy that show.
Yeah,
but not like how Matthew played it, where he was having the same conversation over and over again. I would have just been like. Everybody would have had a story to tell about Brandon, to be honest. Everybody had a story to tell. And then they would know that I'm giving it up like that. And then it's like, who you gonna choose? Who you gonna choose? That's how I would have gave up. You know what I mean? Then I just know I would have picked the wrong one. Yo. And I'd have been like,
Nah, because then you should, when you're in the vacation, I'll fucking think everybody's like,
And I'm like,
like,
I'm finna cheat.
no, I'll be honest. You know what? Never mind.
Oh, you finna cheat too?
I would not cheat. I would just go. I'm not a cheater. I'm not a cheater by nature.
Nigga, you cheated before.
What the fuck have I cheated, Brandon? Next week, 3 more episodes. Conclusion. Who do you think is gonna end up married? Unfortunately for me, I think it's giving AD and
Why
Clay.
you ask the question but they let me answer?
Oh, sorry.
But I agree also AD and Clay. And I also think somehow, some way, Jimmy gonna end up with Jessica in the show and we're gonna see them end up together.
That happened last season.
Did it?
This guy proposed to one girl and ended up proposing to another one by the end.
Damn, stole my sauce.
I don't think Jessica and Jimmy will get together though.
Because you have them on Instagram, you see them.
No, I haven't seen anything.
Got it.
Um,
I don't know who else is there.
I before this whole shenanigan happened, I would have thought Kenneth and fucking Amy.
So what
Oh
happened?
my bad, not Amy.
I didn't talk about Amy. But I think Amy and old boy
Johnny,
might.
and Johnny.
But they're about to get into a parenting conversation, and I feel like his takeaway from how this is supposed to look, I think might be different from hers. Like they haven't fucked, I think, because he's like, oh, she's on birth control, and I don't know if you should have started straight.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, he just thought every girl was on birth control, so he's not used to this. So now he's like, he don't want to take no chance because one slip up, now there's a baby here. I think that's a little sus because you can just also work on it.
Yeah.
But who knows?
He's on some weird shit. I don't fucking know.
He ain't from Jersey.
I feel like the more this show goes, the susser it's gonna be with people.
Because getting closer to the time,
Yeah.
niggas trying to get in notoriety and escape.
Because let's say for example, the first season, niggas was fucking the minute they got out the goddamn pots. It's like you're my
Oh no,
fiance.
niggas is fucking though. Niggas is fucking.
Okay.
Niggas fucking. What?
But I'm saying
niggas fucking,
but they
fucking.
waited a bit though. They didn't just fuck right
Yeah,
into
fucking what's the name waited?
Who?
Chelsea's with Jimmy?
Yeah.
She waited a little bit. But the blonde girl fucked.
AD fucked, I think.
AD fucked. Somebody else fucked. Oh, the other girl's waiting for marriage. Oh, sorry, not the quotation, but you know what I mean. Well, yeah, I think it was just those two that fucked low-key. So maybe you're right. What would you do? Would you be fucking right after the you know what I mean?
I don't know.
On live TV?
First of all, I feel like there's a certain thing that would throw me off. Like, let's say, for example, a guy pulls up the guy that I fall in love with, he's shorter than me or some shit like that, which is nuts.
That'd be crazy.
I'm already a midget.
That'd be crazy. Little person. That's actually crazy you said that.
If he's tall and big, fine. If he's just a slightly bit taller than me, that's fine. For me, if they got me out them pods engaged, it's because they're funny and I'm already oh my god, you're the best guy.
But alright, so let me ask you a question though. Strictly conversation. Do you feel like you would flourish more in that, or not having to see the nigga, or vice versa?
Yeah, no, because I feel like I would think less about how I'm acting and how I am type of thing. I feel like sometimes when I go on dates, I'm just on edge.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Can you tell me more or no?
Yeah, I just feel like I'm almost a different person just because I don't know this person and shit like that. So I would have to get comfortable.
And then I feel like you won't let yourself get comfortable because you know niggas be on bullshit.
Yeah, I'm bullshit anyways. But I feel like in the pod it'd be different because I'd be nobody can see me. I could literally be in there in fucking sweats and shit.
Fucking shower cap on. Niggas be
fuck I
suited and
do.
booted. Fuck that, nigga.
Not me, bitch. I'm pulling up in my
That's a
sweats because who the
fact.
fuck knows.
That's a fact.
And I feel like I'd be more myself than anything. So maybe. I don't fucking know. But I'm also not, I feel like a lot of things would turn me off.
Yeah.
That conversation that AD had with Clay where he was wilding, that would put me off of Clay for sure.
Yeah, I was actually surprised, low-key, that she got over that.
I feel like Chelsea's more funny than Jimmy, so that would also be because what did you find funny about Jimmy when Trevor and you were just having a real fucking
She was in
connection?
stitches with Trevor.
Yeah, and then you want to pick Jimmy. Why? Because another prettier bitch than you wanted him? You're corny.
I don't know if that's true.
I feel like it is.
You do it. You put a lot on people.
What else? I feel like out of all the girls there, who do you think you would have been a fiance?
You mean if I saw them or just
No,
from the
from the conversation.
I don't know, because Jessica's voice would have got me tight. I would have been so annoyed. AD, what I didn't like about AD is and this is what I was talking about, where every girl has their little voice that they use. I was bitch, shut up. Hated that. Chelsea was lame to me. The little church bitch was also
She
lame.
was sweet though.
She was sweet, but I'm not looking for sweet. You know what I'm saying? Who else is in the shit?
The blonde bitch, but I didn't get anything from her
Didn't think she
personality
was cool.
either.
I like the other girl that he was talking to more than her, but whatever.
Anna Maria?
Yeah.
Sarah.
Some shit. Low-key, I probably would have left Dolly. I would have, but the thing is,
Like, I saw the people
I would have
around
gave it up. I would have gave it up like I'm rocking. Like we would have been like, ooh, oh my god.
But that's the thing, like
man,
you're high key like a lover boy, so I feel like you would have stopped. You would have gone to the pods like super open to meet somebody. Just because these bitches are lame doesn't mean there wasn't a cooler bitch in there. You know what I mean?
Nah, well the whoever else was in there was trash looking. So I would have had to turn back when I came out. When the door lifts.
They gotta get it.
Brought it back down.
They gotta get it because
I'd have brought it
love is
back
blind,
down.
right, nigga? So
Yeah,
that's the whole point.
I would have
But
to
yeah.
clock out. I would have clocked out for the day. And I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Like obviously, personality and emotions mean more to me than looks.
Out of all of them, though, Trevor for me.
Trevor for you.
Trevor would've got
Big
me.
burly nigga.
Trevor was got me. He seemed like the most fun out of all them dudes. And he's big and hot as fuck. Well, he's not hot, but
I feel like Matthew could have got you too, low key.
Matthew would have got me. Yes, he would have tripped.
But watching that episode, I was like, nah, he's laying on too thick. Like, there's no way she believes this.
That's the
He's
thing.
going
Like
too
me,
hard.
I'll tell you guys something.
Talk
There was
about
one-
it. Talk about it.
There was one guy, the guy with the car. He said the only.
Okay, all right. Cool.
I'm very. I was dating this guy or whatever, and I remember he kept calling me beautiful. Okay, this sounds real ridiculous, right?
It is.
Okay, it's just like it was in every sentence. Yeah, beautiful. This beautiful. Blah blah. This is probably terrible in hindsight
Here we go.
that I would text somebody this, but I was like, "Can you stop calling me that?" It makes me really uncomfortable.
So
Not because-
he was like, hey, ugly.
No.
Dumb
Imagine,
bitch.
I think
Can
he
you
did
imagine?
say, he's like, well, you want me to call you ugly or something? And I'm like, I know what the fuck I look like. You can just call me Leanne.
Oh, talk your shit then. Talk your shit, queen.
I was just like, it was just like, I just felt like he was trying to bamboozle me type of thing. Like, you're trying to trick me or something.
Almost like a love bomb.
Like a love bombing situation. Like, I'm just not really easily love bombed because it's just like, let's be fucking realistic.
Angie, please stop.
Who love bombed?
Not saying love bomb, but like, don't make it sound to your audience that you're not easy to spin. Like
I'm just not easy to
I feel like a nigga can spin.
Yo,
for sure.
I promise you they can.
I think a nigga can spin.
They
Spin your fucking
they
boots
very
off.
much try. The thing is like I cringe off of shit. Like I'm easily cringed. Like everything, like I want to really hard.
Yeah.
To just be one of those girls, but I just can't. Like if you say real sappy stuff, like I want to be there with you. I know you said it, but we're gonna move past it. But I'm also just not falling for it, type shit.
Could that be like an underlining thing, like why you don't like people to give you compliments?
I like when people give me compliments.
But it's not men.
Just don't.
Just not niggas.
Just don't call me beautiful in every sentence that you put out.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's
We can just have a
excessive.
regular conversation. I just don't. I'm
But
not
maybe
over here
he's trying
calling
to
you.
get to it.
I'm just not over here calling you handsome every 2 fucking seconds. Hey, handsome. I'm like, hi, handsome. I'm like, what? Are you
Not
trying to
at
get
all.
up on me? Are you trying to trick on me? Are you trying to trick me? I was mad paranoid in that relationship, in that situation. Sorry, the whole time. Like I just something was off, and something ended up being off because literally a year later, got somebody pregnant. Where did she come from?
That's nothing off. He was.
Talking to somebody else.
You dubbed it, so I cracked something else. He was
also-
on your beck and call.
He also wanted me to go to Staten Island. Absolutely not.
He got a car to throw you
Absolutely.
back.
Nah, he had a broken ankle at that point.
See, I think like going too far out the way is crazy. Like I feel like I need access to get the fuck back home. I remember I was younger and some bitch lived in the Bronx that was like, I was really young, and she was like, oh, come over, like pull up. What Shorty was like, and I remember saying, I was like, I remember I got dressed, and I was like, all right, I'm like, and the way how my mind works, I be thinking everything was up.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go there. I don't know nobody over there. I'm deep. Niggas could be outside. She was a little on the hood side. I'm like, I bet this bitch live in the projects. I'm finna get robbed. She about to send me. I'm about to get lined. Then I was like, why would she do that? Like, I ain't nothing there to do that. So like, maybe I should go. All right, hang on.
No, that was literally my thought process. Because
Yeah.
it's not that I didn't like him. I liked him. I fucked with him OD.
Oh, Leanne, I don't think you ever said that before.
No, I liked him. He
That's
was
so
nice.
cute.
First of all, he thought I was hilarious, which,
No one else does that. Yeah.
Anyways,
I
he
clearly
used
meant
to drive
something.
me home, and everything I did, he just thought it was the fucking best thing ever. I remember one time he looked at me mad because he's like, And I was like, what? And he's like, you have freckles. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
I'm gonna say it again. You will get spotted. Look how you reacted. Freckles, yes, me.
Because everybody kept trying to front on my freckles. But other than that, no, stop.
Shit,
I was just
damn.
like, oh, this is cute. Yeah, I do have fucking freckles.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways, we walked on the beach, whatever.
Oh man.
Whatever. A couple, like, first of all, every
Y'all was
weekend-
on the beach, you said?
Yeah, he drove me, because he
that's
drove me to
super
my thing.
cute.
We, like, walked barefoot on the beach and stuff.
Oh, damn.
I was like, this is so cute. And he was hood as fuck, but he, like, kept saying, like, this is so cute. Look at us, we're walking on the beach. I'm like,
Look at the sun.
this is so cute.
I was like,
But anyways, he broke his ankle, because every weekend that motherfucker was in a fight. Like, every weekend he came back, he told me a story about how he was in a fight. And I was like, this is not me. Okay,
you be fighting too.
No, I don't. Anyways, so he broke his ankle. He lived in Staten Island. I have to take a whole boat to get there. He's like, come visit me, come visit me. And to me, it's just like, scoop me up. He's like, my ankle's broken. And I'm like, ah.
Not the it because his ankle hurt.
Nah, it's just like he was also from the hood. And I don't know Staten Island like that for me to pull up on some.
Okay, I get that. I thought you.
And I was a little innocent 19-year-old bitch. Like,
Innocent's a stretch.
really innocent and cute and adorable anyway. And it's just like, I was just like, maybe not. And we just never talked after that. But, you know, shout out to him.
I hate that you saying that, like, you... Well, I mean, I say I hate it. Like, because I guess this is, like, general. Like, you're like, yo, I show up with somebody different on dates. But as I was about to say that, I'm like, I mean, I guess, like, I'm not, like, just Brandon. Because sometimes Brandon's, like, a lot. And sometimes I'm just not doing nothing. So, like, I feel like I show up as date Brandon. I think we spoke about before.
Yeah.
But date Brandon is always a hit, to be
But that's
honest.
the thing, like,
Always
I
a
think,
hit.
you know what's weird? I think
Go ahead.
every time I go on a date, the men are on the defensive, kind of. Like, you know what
you
I
mean?
Like, I feel like I go on dates and the guys are like, you know how I'm very, like, pro-women and all this other shit, feminism and stuff? Like, I feel like they're on the opposite spectrum of that type of thing, where it's just, like, pro-men, like, oh, women do this, women do that. I don't know what the fuck gives them the idea that they could say that shit around
for
me.
that. And then that triggers you to want to like, well, what the fuck does that mean? I don't know.
And I love me a debate, you know, or whatever, but when it comes to gender and shit, like, that's also going to translate to kids, and I'm not going to have you talk to my daughter any type of way.
Or it could be a thing like they just trying to like, they probably got that vibe, so they're trying to evoke some conversation. So,
Yeah.
like,
But
let's
for
argue
me,
about it, let's see what's going on.
but for me, it's just like,
Some shit you not wavering on.
yeah, I just want to have a calm situation.
Yeah.
But I'm lazy as hell, so I don't know.
And that's you should have led with that, lazy as hell. You don't want to do that.
I just be in my house, you know, chilling.
We can keep this conversation going if you want.
I love this conversation. It's my favorite conversation.
All right.
I love hearing about Dave Brandon. I feel like Dave Brandon is just somebody else.
For real.
Yeah.
I think Dave Brandon is adorable.
I feel like you also, like, I've seen some of your DMs. You be saying some sappy shit.
Low key, but also like I think on dates, like I be kind of like anxious as well. It depends. It depends for real. Cause sometimes I don't be giving a fuck.
Yeah.
If we here, whatever. I already know you gonna fuck with me. It is what it is. But like sometimes it just be like I be anxious and I'm like, oh my god, what if she think this? What if this? So then I can feel myself like oh my god, why the fuck did I say that? Blah blah blah. And then as soon as and I'm like, okay, what did I do? You feel me?
That's so
But I was
funny
gonna-
because on dates you drink to get looser. You specifically.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes I need to like something gotta take the edge off, and I like going places that like it's gonna require us to drink.
Yeah.
Like especially for like the first link, like we gotta just drink together. I don't trust nobody that don't drink with me, you know that. So you know, it just creates a vibe.
I never heard that one before.
Yes, you have.
What was I gonna say? But for me, it's just like I can't even drink on days because God forbid
So you
I
just
black
sitting
out.
like you sitting like this.
No, I like have a beer and stuff, but
So
apparently
that's still good.
that
though.
makes me Stone Cold Steve
Oh, yeah, I
Austin
forgot nigga. Yeah.
over there in fucking Twitter streets. But yeah, like I'll have something that I know won't make me drunk because I'm not trying to be drunk on this fucking day.
But you're not gonna get drunk off the one drink though.
Maybe not.
And sometimes maybe you might probably just need to like, cause if you thinking that much about what the fuck going on, maybe you just need to like, all right, you know what?
Mellow out.
Let me give a nigga a chance. Let me see
You
what the
know
fuck
what?
he's talking about.
I feel like this year it's gonna happen for me, so it doesn't even matter.
OD.
And I'm excited.
Niggas lined up already anyway, so you know how that goes.
Shout out to them.
Facts. What else you been
They all
watching though?
suck.
For real.
What?
Niggas do such.
What about yo? Oh my gosh.
What up?
For my ladies, because I know Brandon's like
Lady-
I recommend the show One Day on Netflix.
Okay. Well, everything on Netflix now.
It started
but Netflix
slow.
on nothing. Crazy.
Nigga, I'm over here not paying for that. I'm watching ads on
Bitch,
Netflix.
neither am I. I'm watching the ads too. After you told me that, I was like, let me sign that. So you wasn't talking about
And I paid for it on Prime because it was like the first thing that was like, oh, commercials. I was like, all right, cool. Everyone now wants to fucking be like, yo, you either want
You gotta get
commercials
ads
or
or
not.
not.
I'm tired of it. But
I feel
anyways,
broke every time I see an ad. I'm not gonna lie. Like your old niggas. Broke like your old niggas.
Anyways.
Sorry, it was a joke, guys. It was a joke. Sorry.
I've had like 3
I'm
niggas.
here all week. I'm here all week.
What was I gonna say? So yeah, so there's a show called One Day on Netflix. Literally destroyed me. I was in this couch just a couple hours ago.
Oh, crying?
Bawling my
Damn,
eyes
you love
out.
a show like that.
Bro, I was just like, I didn't think it was gonna get emotional. Cause one, and this is so funny because I had recommended it to my mom today. She called me just to talk to me about that.
Yeah.
She's like, I watched the first episode. And she's like, that girl is ugly. And I'm like, she's ugly, right?
Y'all are the same person. That's just nasty.
I was like, she's so ugly. And she's like, yeah, yo. And I'm like, yo, but he falls in love with her, Mom. You have to watch it. It's so good.
Damn.
I was like, you're going to end up crying at the end of this. She's like, okay.
How long is the show?
It's like 14 episodes, but
One
the
season?
episodes are small. Like they're 20 episodes. Like one episode's even 19 minutes.
Okay.
But it's like this. These two people, and they meet like the last day of college, basically, and then it just shows you how their relationship progresses, like one day a year in the 20 years that they know each other, type shit. And it's just like at first you're like,
That
oh
sounds
my
cute as
god,
fuck,
this is
okay.
exhausting. But then, because they're kind of difficult at first, but then like once it gets good, you're just like
Locked in.
really into them and
That's
stuff.
beautiful.
I was just like, yo, like, and that shit just really destroyed me. There's a movie already. The show is based on a book, but there's already a movie off the book, like based off the book with
Like-
Anne Hathaway.
Oh, it's already out?
Yes. It's been out. Like came out like 2000 something.
Let me ask you a question. What's the show with, or it's a movie, I think. It's a house. It's like they live in wherever the fuck they went on a vacation there. They went to therapy, and the therapist recommended them to go to this spot. So they go. There's like 2 houses, right? So then they're just trying to kick it. They have a good night. Shorty starts smoking or whatever. They go to sleep. He remembers having sex with his wife, but his wife's like, we never had sex.
It's like
It's two
doppelgangers
different.
and
Yes.
stuff. Yes. It's the
What's
bitch
the name of
from
that movie?
It's the bitch from The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah. What's the name of that movie?
I don't know.
Yo, that movie, I was like, I wasn't like, but like it was like cool. I fucked with that.
Yeah.
And I was say Johnny Knoxville, not Johnny Knoxville, but he looked like Johnny
He
Knoxville.
looked like Johnny Knoxville.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That shit was cool. But anyway, go ahead.
What is it? What was cool about it? Bitch, I'm never gonna
Well,
watch it.
I brought it up because what you call it? Like, it was cool because it's kind of like the testing of their relationship, and then him feeling like acting however, and then like the better version of him is who she's like, oh my god, it's the person I like.
That I would want to be.
I love this. This is what got me here. And then he kind of felt the same way about Shorty that was in his side, but he never stopped loving. So at the end of it now, I forgot what happened, and he had to make a decision on what girl he was taking. So he thought he was taking his wife, but then in the car, I forgot what.
She turned into clay.
Nah, his wife ain't like when he ate bacon, so he was talking about. Oh, she's like, oh my god, we can make some bacon, blah, blah. He was like, bacon.
This is some us shit.
Yes, and the bitch stayed with the nigga. Because the nigga was down, and then he had to figure out which girl he was taking. He grabbed the bitch, ran away. I think he could have done a much better job of asking questions, figuring it out. But it's a movie. I'm not going to hold it against him. And I was like, damn, bitches is try.
That sucks,
what I
though. That's like, and not to bring it back to that depressing show I just watched, but at one point one of them gets married to someone, and it's just like their relationship was really nice at the beginning with this other person, and then just deteriorates after their marriage and stuff after they have a kid. And I'm just like, yo, like that's really crazy. You can either choose to like, yo, let's stick it out, let's really work on this type shit, or you just kind of like give up. Anyways, I would say watch One Day if you really want to have a good motherfucking cry.
Yeah.
Watch that.
It's on Netflix, right?
It's on Netflix. I think I'm gonna watch the Anne Hathaway version just to see what that's.
What's the name of the movie?
One Day.
Oh, it's also.
Yeah, it's also One Day.
Got it.
Like even the cover picture, if you like go on IMDb, it's the same thing. It's like them kissing. It's really sweet, but it's just like damn. So I'm like, life is like life, you know. Like you could, you know, it's also been like it's also been a fear of mine, right? Like. What if I meet like the guy of my life, right? And I'm just like so obsessed and in love and stuff or whatever, and
he turns out to be.
He dies.
Oh, I mean, that's a possibility.
But isn't that shit crazy? I would feel so smited. I'd be like, damn, son, like...
That's you making it about you.
It's not even making it about me, but it's just like, how devastating would it be where you feel like you found like the person or like that you are supposed to be with and all this other stuff. Like you're having such lovely years, such a lovely time. You're just like, damn, I'm so fucking blessed. And suddenly like, they're fucking gone. Like it's not a breakup. It's not like a separation. It's not anything like that. You're just never seeing them again. I would just be like, I just couldn't imagine that type of devastation. And that shit really had me fucking crying. Even way past that after I finished the show.
Yeah.
I would just like think about it and be like, oh fuck. And it's just sad as fuck. But shout out to that show. I love a show that invokes my emotions. It was dark.
That was dark.
And it took them so long to get together. Like,
we got it. We all gonna tune in on Netflix to watch it one day.
Fuck.
That was great. What else have you been watching?
You know what I watched? And you should probably, I feel like you'd like it on Netflix. It's,
that's what it sounds like.
Everything's on Netflix. I forgot what it's called, but it's like this show about some spies and stuff, and it's so good. It got canceled after one season. Let's really wake that up. Nothing works past like 2 seasons nowadays. Like the most you'll get out of a fucking show is like 2 seasons max. The amount of shows that have been canceled lately, I'm just like, what is even the point?
Well, now there's shows that's still going on. Like you got The Boys coming back. You got You that's still going on. Like there's shows. Some of these newer shows though, y'all niggas ain't supporting it. So why you think niggas gonna keep it on?
I watched everything, so you can't even blame it on me.
That's you know not your fault. It's other people's fault.
But I'm just like, damn, give us something. And like, there was like this article about how like old shows are like really like popular. Like people watch like Grey's Anatomy or like Gilmore Girls and stuff. And somebody was like, well, yeah. Because those shows actually have seasons to watch. Like, they have multiple seasons to watch.
And people be, like, having comfort watching shit. Like, you're not trying to watch some new shit. And what like, show have you been watching that canceled on you that you were like, oh, shit.
There's a show, first of all, let's talk. There's a show that came out, like, a minute ago. It's called The Society. I need you to watch that. I feel like I told you to watch that mad time.
I don't need to watch this. Why?
It's just good. It's only 1 season, though, because Netflix is a piece of shit. But it's basically about these kids. They go on a trip. They get into this car crash, but nothing happens to the bus they're on. They go back home. They go to bed. They wake up. There's no adults in their like their town. And they try to escape and shit, and they just can't. Like if they try to leave, like it brings them right back to the town and stuff. So it's like this whole mystery. So you don't know how they ended up there. There's also flashes to their actual town where all these kids are missing. So they're like, where the fuck are our kids? But so then you're like, where the fuck are
like
they?
a dimension thing. Like
yeah, I'm just like, whoa, like you're just like, and then on top of that, like there's complexities because it turns into like a Lord of the Flies type situation where the kids are like creating mayors and like who's in charge and who's this and who does that and who does that. And then on top of all of that, you have this like psychotic kid who's like out of his fucking mind, like probably like 17. Some of them are younger. It's like high schoolers. But it's just like, it was such a fucking interesting show. And I'm just like, who the fuck pulled the plug on this? Yes. There's another show called
supporting it.
Shadow and Bone. And that motherfucker had me locked in. And that shit got canceled as well. Lucky for me, I found a similar show on Prime called The Wheel of Time.
That's a similar.
It's similar to Shadow and Bone, yeah.
The Wheel of Time when you was watching last. Oh, okay, that one, got it. What I will say though is
you should watch that one.
We gotta support the shows we like, and I feel like that's what's happening with Vince Staples right now too. So Vince Staples has a new show on Netflix. It's only 5 episodes. It was supposed to be 6, but
that's crazy.
You know, it is what it is. But he's like, yo, y'all gotta really run up the numbers so I can keep doing this. He wants to put out more episodes, but like he has to get the buy-in from the company. And I feel it. I feel like we gotta support, you know, people we fuck with in the blacks. To be honest, because we just talked about Issa Rae's show getting canceled and like all these other black shows getting canceled. So now here's Vince Staples. It's his show. We gotta support this shit. Yeah. And I fucked with it. Did you watch the show or?
Yeah, of course.
How you felt about it?
I liked it.
Oh yeah, did you?
I thought it was really similar to Atlanta.
I've actually never watched Atlanta.
You just said you watched a couple episodes of it.
Oh, we can talk about what we just said because you just said you didn't like the Staples show.
I'll take it. It's not that I didn't like it. I watched the first 2 episodes and I didn't find them funny.
You didn't watch the first 2 episodes. Let's not lie. You watched the first episode and 5 minutes. 5 minutes of the second episode.
So Brandon showed me another was it Cookout?
We watched another episode and we also watched the rest of the
second season, and it was funny. But I think it's because my friend was here.
First of all, don't touch me because we're not friends. We're co-hosts on the podcast. But nah, that second episode was fire. Like I love the bank robber episode. I've been trying to watch all these episodes for like days because I keep falling asleep. Because I'm like, let me put this on to like watch me to bed or some shit like that. But I just thought it was cool.
Fuck?
Type shit. You know, I gotta put something on TV to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding. They got real quiet when you said that.
White ass nigga.
Nigga? You just called me? It's crazy. The first episode, he got locked up. It was like, I thought that episode was funny. I don't know why you thought it wasn't. When in the prison, the nigga was like singing to him and shit. But I just think there's a lot of underlining things in this show. And he went on an interview and was like, look, there's not one joke written into the show. Mm-hmm. Like it's based on your perception of what you think black life is. Yeah. So he's like, yo, if you're black and you're gonna find things that if you're white, you're gonna find things that you think is funny about this. But there's no jokes. It's like you just take it for what it is. And I feel like there's elements of things where like we were watching the second episode and the old man was upstairs sweeping and he was like, yo, you don't gotta do this. They're robbing a bank. Like there's nobody. He was like, well, this person bought it. He said sweep it. I'm a sweep. And it's just like I know that probably means something more like going back to slavery and like mentality and shit. The nigga walking out and getting shot, the white guy when they say put your hands up and he grabbing his handkerchief because he hot. I think that's a play on like white privilege. Like I just think a lot of things are underlining in the show. And like seeing Vince Staples on interviews and shit and hearing him speak about things, you know that this nigga's mind is like taking it there. And then also almost like a little glimpse. Oh. Well, you can a little glimpse on like his life. Cause I think like this has to be, I can see this being shit he went through. Going to open like getting a loan for a small business. Like the fucking he went to the cookout, the family reunion, the mac and cheese, like black people beef about the mac and cheese.
I feel like that's some shit I would get into later on in life.
Type shit.
Bitch, I said I was making that fucking mac and cheese.
Exactly. Like I just think I gotta fuck with the show. I think it's really cool, and I fuck with Vince. And I don't only fuck with the show because I fuck with Vince. I think that was important too.
I fuck with Vince.
Something else happened on the telly.
What?
The Super Bowl.
The Super
Bowl. We talked about sports last episode. I'm not gonna lie, we talked about sports for a good amount. Like for the first part of the episode. That was the first.
I want to go to more sports games. Are we out to a baseball game this summer?
Nah, but I can go to something else.
Hockey game.
We like to watch hockey.
I really want to go to.
I don't understand baseball for real, so like, and it just seemed boring to me.
I'm gonna be honest. I went to one, and I was just like,
why'd you come?
I missed everything. I missed every home run. I missed everything. But you know what? I had a good time drinking beers and shit. And just, it was gorgeous. I was just like, wow, this is a really nice setup. Yeah. Absolutely could not follow anything that was going on.
Absolutely.
But I fuck with the baseball.
But back to the Super Bowl. Anyway, so it was the Chiefs and the 49ers. Did you watch the game?
Yes. And instinctively, I rooted for the 49ers.
Wow.
Because I don't like Taylor Swift. I said it.
Taylor Swift's not on the team. I thought it was interesting. There's a couple takeaways I had from the game. Period. I didn't like seeing Ice Spice in the box with them. Like she stood out to me too much. Like,
and I'll say something about that.
Okay. Yeah.
The whole reason Taylor Swift is hanging out with Ice Spice so aggressively, which is why I don't fuck with her, because she's just not a very honest person. The only reason she's hanging out with Ice Spice is because her ex, who she dated right before,
said some
Negro adjacent. This guy.
Negro adjacent goes crazy.
This is literally. I swear to God, this is literally the closest she wants to get to dating a black dude, because that's the only way she'd get back into the fucking good fucking boots of the fucking audience, because she was dating this guy that was openly racist and openly fucking weird, and said some disgusting shit about Ice Spice, which is why she's carrying Ice Spice around like a fucking book bag.
I don't think anybody is holding on to like. I don't think I see enough negative things about Taylor Swift for people to be holding on to that. To be honest, but you might be right. That could be a reason why Ice Spice is there. But I remember seeing Ice Spice. I'm like, why are you here with these Lana fucking Del Rey and
it's in her contract.
Not the contract. The game itself, how do you feel about the game?
The game wasn't as exciting as the fucking commercials at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I watched the Super Bowl.
You were excited for the commercials?
I fucking love the commercials.
Okay.
That Ben Affleck commercial, first of all, Ben Affleck stand.
How you feel about the game?
The game didn't pay much attention to it, was here for the commercials.
Oh. What?
But I was really sad that the 49ers lost because I was really rooting for the 49ers. I like
you
to
put money on the game?
I like to root for the underdog. Absolutely not. I don't know how to work those apps, so I do not know. I want to get into investment though. So if you have an app where you think I can invest my money in, period.
What you trying to invest in for real? We are burping up a store on
Bro, OD. But it's beer, you know, at the end of the day.
Facts.
Nothing. I just want to invest my money. Like, I just want my money to sit somewhere and grow. Right now I have a high yield savings account. Do you have one?
No, I don't.
I need you to get one, yeah?
No, maybe.
So high yield savings account, like your money just accrues interest. It's not like a big interest, but like let's say for example when I first got the account, I think I had like fucking $3 in interest. Now I'm like at $16 in interest. That's not a lot, but I feel like by the end of the year it'll be enough money that I'm just like okay. But even then, like I've saved $2,000 since the summer. I just need that, but like times like 50. Great. You know what I mean? Which is what you would do if you put like your account in like an investment account where it just grew by itself. But I need to find that out.
You got to put your account in that account.
No, you have to put money in an account. But it's an investment.
I heard differently. I thought you said you put your account in. I'm like, no. I don't know if you should do that.
But no, shut up. Like if you have a savings account, you should have a high yield one because you get.
Shout out to the high yield.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the Super Bowl game though. I feel the opposite of you. Like I think this year commercials were trash. Like I think there was nothing really that like stood out. Like I remember last year they had like the QR code that bounced around that like stopped everybody in their tracks to see like what the fuck was going on. I like the Beyonce shit that happened, which I also missed the one because I don't remember when she was like, all right, drop it. I don't remember seeing that.
What?
I don't remember seeing
her commercial. First of all, I think Beyonce should get more into acting or something. Not that I think she's like a comedic genius, but I think it's funny that she's at her best when she's being funny. Because her best performance for me was her in Goldmember. Best Beyonce performance. But the commercial was really funny, and at the end of it, she was like, all right, time to drop that music. And we were like, what the fuck is she talking about? We thought she was like joking or some shit.
The credit
Which
for
they had
the funny.
They had me fucking...
You're not the
if
right
anything, I gotta go cancel that, because I downloaded Tidal again. She got me, once again.
But other than that, like, I feel like you said, the Ben Affleck commercial was cool.
But
it was not, like, much to... hang your hat on. The Doritos normally has a
fire commercial.
No Doritos. Pepsi normally has a really good. There's no Pepsi commercial.
I think what the problem is now is just that they drop the commercials way before the Super Bowl. Like they will just be like, oh, the new Super Bowl commercial. It's just like, what the fuck are we doing right now?
So they probably. Well, I mean, maybe not say that. Cause maybe it did show and I didn't see it. But if that's the case, then maybe they weren't getting that return on investment for the Super Bowl commercials. Maybe. Cause what happened?
Nothing, just like your professional ass talk. Maybe they weren't getting their return on the commercial.
I mean, I'm asking you.
I don't know.
Sorry.
But yeah, no. Other than that, I really fucked with it. You know, I love me a game. I love the commercials and Usher. But ain't that pussy.
Wait, hold on. Before we get to Usher.
All right, yeah.
Can I talk about the game or not? Is this about you?
Yeah, talk about the game because I don't know what to say about it.
Like, all right, so I'm gonna make this quick. The game was in two parts for sure. Like the first half was very lackluster. Like nothing really happened in the first half.
Yeah, but they didn't have like a score for a minute, or it was like the 49ers had way more than the other one.
Yeah, not you just going for the Chiefs.
I confused.
So the first half was kind of like fluff, you know. But in the second half, we got a game going. But it was like more of a defensive game, small increases of yards. I feel like the 49ers fucked up because. Hang on.
Yeah, no, you go ahead. This is an open space for you and your little nose.
This is not open space for me. The 49ers fucked up because they've been winning with their running game all game. They've been running the ball, getting small yards, but it's been working. Then they stopped. Now Purdy want to throw the ball. And then, like, obviously...
Can't trust a nigga named Purdy.
Come on now. Some calls went against him. Some niggas dropped some passes. And when you give this nigga Pat Mahomes too much time, he's going to score. Like, you can't play these type of games against this nigga. Like, I'm of the belief now that I cannot bet against him. Like, he's gonna find a way to win. And I hate it, but like, The nigga's nice. And I feel like the 49ers played a good game and they dropped the ball. I think the nigga running to the field and pulling his Achilles was crazy. Like, that was like one of their best defending players. Now he hurt. Now he's on the truck. On the truck. And I just think a lot of things was stacked against him, and it wasn't their year. They'll be back.
Do you believe in the NFL script?
The script you asked me this last episode.
I feel like this was the biggest show of the script. I feel like if anything, the script was present at that time.
Yeah, why you say that?
Because I feel like the 49ers were ahead, and suddenly they were tied, and then suddenly they had 10 more minutes extra. Is that what overtime is?
Well, the rules changed, and I changed before the game, obviously. But also, like, you don't watch football, so you're not gonna like that happens. Like,
I watch football all the time.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big Bruins fan, so
love that. But to this halftime show, you were talking about Usher. What did Usher bring to the table for you? What did you feel?
I mean, he brought the entertainment.
You like that shit?
I liked Usher's performance, and a lot of people were saying like, "Oh, how do we think it's better than Rihanna's?" I'm like,
why are we comparing it?
By thinking it's better than Rihanna's. The fuck?
You thought it was better than Rihanna's?
Yeah, I think so. I thought it was good. I thought it was great that he played all his like old songs. I liked that he brought out the guests that he brought out. I don't understand what the fuck Will.i.am was relevant to, but shout out to him.
I'm about to say you love the guests.
The Alicia Keys feature, even though she cracked her voice at the beginning, although they're Mandela affecting us in real time because they completely changed it. So if you looked it up in the internet, you would find it. What are you about?
Well, I mean,
what are you about?
That's two very big things that you didn't like about the show. And you had nothing that you didn't like about Rihanna's show, but you think this is better than Rihanna's show. And I'm not comparing. I think Usher did a phenomenal job. He did slip on the skates. Alicia Keys fucked up. I didn't see that. Alicia Keys fucked up on that first. Will.i.am was there. They rushed through the set list so crazy. It felt nasty to me. And then they stayed on my boo for so long. And I get it, Alicia Keys is there, so we gotta like get our money's worth. But like, speed it up. Like there's things that like you're trying to bring your Vegas show to the Super Bowl, right? So they got the skates out. They had like the whole little shit behind. It was like his residency coming to the Super Bowl. But like you needed to cut some of this so you can actually perform. Like the nigga wasn't like he didn't get time to like really. The crowd couldn't ingest any of it because everything was like, and that's not no detriment to him because he has mad fucking hits. So I get it. But like you didn't have to perform. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it could have been a better performance, especially for the Super Bowl. Some of like the slower songs, like I like that he went a little bit into oh my god, what's the name of this fucking song? And then he went into Burn. Yeah. But Burn was going for so long, like you gotta like I think he could have cut some songs down and did a little better.
What annoyed me was they said that Usher's performance was the longest in fucking Super Bowl history.
He got 15, but he still did 13.
It was 12:53. 12 minutes and 53 seconds.
Oh, you timed it?
Stupid, No, motherfucker. It wasn't. I got it from Twitter.
I'm sorry. I didn't think that was gonna trigger you asking about Twitter or X. But yeah, I feel like if he had used the extra 2 minutes, that would have been good too. But I'm not gonna kick this back in. Like it was a good performance, but like I'm not putting this with like Bruno Mars in The Weeknd even or fucking The Weeknd performance was fire. Stop acting like that.
No, I don't remember even watching.
Or like Prince, Michael Jackson with the guy and the kids singing.
Facts.
Beyonce, like we gotta for me.
I
think Rihanna was a better performance in this, and she was pregnant. So I mean, says a lot. But shout out to Usher. I was proud of the NFL.
I was thoroughly entertained.
I was entertained, so I'm not gonna sound like I'm not trying to kick his back in. But I thought they was gonna get him out the paint and Tay perform. So I was happy that didn't happen, and Usher still performed. Ludacris came out. What's the other name of the dress? Lil Jon. She was cool, but could have been better for me.
For me, it was perfect. I want to tell you guys something. When I was in junior high, that album took my entire fucking grade by storm. Fucking Confession.
Oh, stop.
and we were passing that little album around. I got me a little bootleg because that's all my parents would buy me. And that shit was overplayed. This is the same for me if like Chris Brown did the fucking Super Bowl because that first album was crazy. Yeah.
Oh, that's just though.
Oh yeah, it is. I was about you told me I was about to join.
We had some music drop as well. We got some matter of fact, I want you to talk about the music that you heard over there before I get to going about the music I heard.
Well, the two songs that I was really into were Lotto's and Glorilla's.
Oh shit! I thought we talked about that. Oh, we didn't talk about this last episode.
Because it came.
Yeah, right after, like literally right after.
So Lotto and Glorilla dropped.
Yeah, Glow.
And that is just my shit. I just love the way she raps. Like the way she raps really tickles me. I also love that video. That video was really good for Glorilla. I just think she knows her pocket and she knows like what her fans like, and she has a specific sound that I really, really like that.
I think she's happy she caught one because she's been dropping shit that was not clicking.
Really?
After the Cardi B shit.
I haven't heard anything.
She dropped the tape, didn't really move anything. She's been dropping singles. Remember that single she dropped with Favi? The Favi on Foreign?
I did not remember that.
It was like a nursery rhyme, low-key.
Damn,
When they performed it at the award show, but like that shit did not move nothing. So I think like she caught something else, and I think this is about to be fire for her.
No, Yeah Glow is fire. I think like when it came out, I was mad tight because I wasn't listening to it when I went out. I was just like, is somebody gonna drop this at any time soon? And nobody fucking did, which really pissed me off. I want to listen to that somewhere in a fucking club or a bar. And I want to turn up to it because it's fire. Curbin on Curbin, you know what I mean? I don't even know why the fuck she says it like that, but it's fire. It talks to me. It speaks to me.
Talk about it. And then Lotto dropped Sunday Service.
Lotto's Sunday Service, like, I love it. It's really good as well. That beef between her and fucking this girl makes absolutely no fucking sense to me, but...
If it's up, it's up. I feel her.
I like that she explained it, because I felt the same way. Like, when I saw the video, before she had explained it, I saw the video that started the whole beef. And I just thought...
That don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense. She was introducing a clip of her new music, and in the background was the Barbie video with Nicki Minaj and Ice. And Ice, I guess, was like, don't play my fucking video in the back. And she's like, what the fuck? And then when she went to explain it, she's like, yo, when you're in a sprinter, random ass videos playing in the background. I don't know why the fuck her video was playing in the background. It wasn't intentional. Stop being annoying.
We going for that?
I think so. Why the fuck would it even be a thing? The most random little clip from that
The
fucking
video that
Barbie.
she was doing was the snippet for Sunday Service that she was doing. And then funny enough, Ice Spice is in it. But you also was talking about Ice Spice in the second verse of Sunday Service.
She probably had to switch it because Ice Spice was fucking coming out her mouth.
We know how people
First of all, they look like cousins. I don't even understand what the beef is about. I just hope it stops because I love when women work together at the end of the day. Not that I would see them on a fucking track together because one is clearly more talented than the other.
Ice Spice, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. But shout out to both. I think Ice Spice and Lotto are great.
Do you like Sunday Service?
It was cool. I like the sometimes like when shit like is teased, I'm like, oh, this shit about to be fire. When I hear the song, I'm like, oh. It's one of those moments. Like, I wasn't like blown away by it, but it was cool.
I liked it. I also liked the video.
Yeah, the video was cool.
I love me a video. You know,
I just think like I don't want anyone to stop. I want the beef to happen. I want them to go at each other lyrically, and I think Lotto's gonna smoke this little girl, and I feel like she knows that, and I feel like she's also not gonna do it because like, what's the point? Because then you're a bully. Do you have any other music that you heard?
No.
Oh, let's talk about the music that matters. Hey, sorry, ladies. Let's talk about the music that matters.
He said, "Fuck women and their rap."
That's Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign. Vultures Part 1. Apparently, there's a second part dropping next month, and a third the month after. We know Kanye. I don't believe that for a second, but we did get an album. He's performed this album twice now. He performed it maybe more than twice because he performed it in the West Coast, performed it here, and he performed it in Italy, so he probably did it more times than that. But I think Kanye dropped a fucking album, and I feel a couple different ways about this album. I'm gonna lead with love though. I fucked with a lot of the songs on here. I think I think the production is crazy. I think some of those guest verses are crazy. I'm a big Playboi Carti fan, and I know Playboi Carti's not like a rapper, whatever.
Oh, shut up.
But the
Who
vibe,
said that? Who said that?
the vibe Carti brings to songs is unmatched. Like hearing him and Travis Scott on Fuck Something, and like this him is just he just overshadows niggas, to be honest. But anyway, like I thought the album was fire. I think seeing Ty Dolla $ign show up yet again, especially after what I said about Tizo Touchdown and like trying to be the new Ty. Ty came back and said, "Shut the fuck up, Tizo. Shut the fuck up." Right? I'm gonna hate a little bit though because whoever's writing for Kanye currently needs to stop. Because I don't know what the fuck Kanye's talking about this album. Like he's not saying anything of any.
Well, I don't think it. So why would you attest that to a fucking writer?
Because Kanye literally
fucking
always has
nuts.
writers. Literally always has writers.
Okay, so why would that be their fault?
Well, a writer would write the rhymes that an artist will rap, which is why it's the writer. Just to make that clear for you, which is why it would be the okay.
So he doesn't make sense on this album, but you would attest that to the writers. But in other albums where he did make sense, you wouldn't attest it to them.
No, I would attest that to the writers too, but it sounds like there's different writers.
Well, it's giving like maybe
So if
he's the
there's
central
different
writer.
so if there's different writers, that would mean whoever these new writers are needs to get the old ones. Okay, let's get the old ones.
Oh.
Anyway, so I felt like, but also I'm not who's going to Kanye for like the lyrical miracle shit. But at the same time, I just feel like we weren't saying anything
What
on
is
this
lyrical
album.
miracles?
Google on your free time.
Okay.
I think like I that could have really took this where I wanted, like where it could have been. Like I think Freddie Gibbs went on there and went crazy. He was talking a lot about his ex, who also just posted pictures of Freddie Gibbs on Twitter not too long ago. Nah, it was a little bit more freaking than that, but I'm not gonna touch it. But he went crazy on the album. He apparently also has a feature on Schoolboy Q's album that's dropping on March 1st. I'm gonna talk about Schoolboy Q in a second too. But I think like this album was cool. Like I think it created some like excitement. It was like vibey, seeing the rollout, seeing them in like the romance and shit. And like Playboi Carti just dropped 4 songs on YouTube, no streaming. Hearing him on 2 songs on this, like this is vibey. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought they was playing games with Kanye. Usher did the Super Bowl. Apple Music had a whole thing on the browse about Usher, and then Kanye was number 1 with Usher dropping. And then they took him down. You know, and that happened a couple times. I thought he was playing funny business, but like, could be other things. But I just think, you know, music is music. Music's gonna always rise to the top, and I fuck with that album. Speaking of that though, Usher also dropped an album, and I thought it was pretty lackluster. I think Usher as an artist, it wasn't. I'm not gonna say it was bad. It wasn't for me, but I feel like Usher is still trying to like cater to a younger audience, but also I think his mindset was, if I'm going on a Super Bowl, there's a lot of new eyes that's gonna be on me, so I want to touch every demographic, and I feel like when looking at Usher and like looking at things that I look at Usher for, which is that R&B and like that, you know, something I can move to and like that vibe, a lot of these songs just didn't have that for me. But shout out Usher anyway, you know, you had a good year, like a good couple years out of Vegas and like this fucking Super Bowl, and I know there's more things coming for you. But also, Schoolboy Q's about to drop March 1st.
You've been waiting for that one for quite a second.
March fucking 1st.
Should I get more beers or no? Before you start talking about.
I'm gonna keep talking. March 1st, Schoolboy Q has been dropping like little snippets. He dropped 3 videos now, and I'm excited. I feel like
3 videos.
this is about to be the album where like Kendrick's not on TDE anymore. I think Schoolboy Q's about to solidify himself as of the top nigga on TDE, and I feel like. No, where you been at? The last
nigga,
album.
what?
The last album was his
Why
last
would I
album on
know?
TDE.
How would I know that?
He literally has been parading with Baby Keem talking about PG Lang. That's their label.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a whole new thing. But TDE still exists, and Schoolboy Q is about to, I think, position itself to be that nigga on TDE. And they also signed new people and shit. Like, it's cool. Surge dropped a new song too. I didn't get a chance to listen to it.
Dropping the whole album on Friday.
Yeah, so like
Tomorrow.
I think TDE is like, I think this might be a year for TDE. Like I heard J-Rock got an album coming, Absol got an album coming. So like, And a lot of times TV be saying shit, but like they actually don't have it. But I don't know. I feel like they might.
And on the Grammys, SZA's on TDE.
Yeah, she is.
SZA debuted a new album, which I know.
Did what you said? What she do?
Debuted a new album. Yeah, I said it funny at first.
Cool.
So yeah, that sounds great. Sir is dropping tomorrow, so I'm excited to listen to that.
But speaking of the Grammys, though, like, how do you feel about the Grammys?
I hated it.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I didn't mind the Grammys. It was fun. Other than like Taylor Swift winning Album of the Year, because that didn't make any fucking sense to me over like Renaissance, but Beyonce's literally lost to like Taylor Swift.
Beyonce
like,
wasn't.
Yes, she was nominated.
She wasn't
for Album of the
nominated.
Year.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she was.
She wasn't.
Yeah, she was.
She wasn't in the nominees. What are you talking about right now?
I take that back. What I said about the Album of the Year. Apparently, Beyonce wasn't nominated.
I wasn't gonna leave it in there, but you wanna say something else about Taylor Swift?
Nothing. I just fucking hate her.
Okay, I mean, I don't hate Taylor Swift. I think the Grammys was cool. Like, I think they got a lot of things right.
Like what?
Like, Killer Mike winning Best Rap Album, Best Rap Single. I think like he cleaned up like three.
You like his music? You like this album?
His album was fire, and I feel like we briefly spoke about it, but I know you didn't listen to it, so like it is what it is. But like the other nominees, like the streamers were up in arms about Travis Scott not winning and shit. But like, what are we talking about? But his album was actually really good, and like seeing people win who have heard the albums is like not always commonplace for the Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was cool. I like Miley Cyrus' performance.
Oh yeah, I love her performance.
A lot of performances were good.
Yeah, no, I really liked her performance. I like Miley Cyrus' performance because I feel like you could tell like she studied her like past, like whoever the fuck she idolizes or whatever. Like her performance just felt like very like rock star-ish.
Yeah.
I really liked hers, and I really liked the what did you say? I really liked a lot of the performances on the show.
Yeah.
Although I didn't agree with all of the people that won. Victoria Monet won like 3 fucking Grammys. So shout out to her. I fucking love her, and she deserved.
Shout out to SZA. SZA won some Grammys too.
Absolutely.
I think SZA's adorable as fuck, and I think seeing more of her is gonna make people understand her more, and it's gonna be cool.
I also liked the song that she dropped at the Grammys.
Yeah,
it was really good. Yeah. Did you like it?
Oh, not at all.
Really?
I wasn't even gonna talk about it because
I liked it. I liked that song.
Shout out to SZA, but Jay-Z also won, or what is it? A Dr. Dre fucking whatever.
Yes, the Dr. Dre like
Lifetime Award.
Yeah, Lifetime Award or some shit.
But Ho went on the stage and made a speech. So he went up there with Blue Ivy, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
He left immediately after, which I also thought was fire. But it was kind of like the same speech that Miley Cyrus made later in the show, but shit sounded like she was hating on Grammys OD. But Jay-Z sounds like somebody who has business with these people, still don't fuck with the process, but like, you know, we're here, we gotta fix some things or whatever. I did think it was a little beggy for your wife, a little beggy, but he's right. I feel like we can't keep giving these the award, like the award. Album of the Year is the award. We keep giving this to these white people that we ain't hear the album, we don't know who the fuck these people are, and like we're overshadowing people that are really moving the culture, moving the needle. Like, if you're talking about sales, they're selling. We're talking about fucking shows and performances, they're selling shit out. Like, I just don't know what the idea is, or like what we're ranking for real with these voters. But I do think they're getting some things right, but I feel like some things just seems like business at the end of the day. Now, I kind of agree with you with the Taylor Swift thing, where like, granted, it's Taylor Swift, and I'm gonna throw my hands up because she's nice. She's nice. But there be other albums years after year that should be getting this award, and they're just not. And I feel like he went up there, and I think people took it like, oh, you just crying for your wife. But what he was saying is really like, yo, we gotta fix some shit because it don't make sense. Like, if she's winning every other award but not this, what's the point? Like, what like Denise awards, we can't sing like best R&B song, best fucking written song, best single, but not the album. You love me for here, but you don't love me for here. And I just think he was saying that as eloquently as he could. And it was funny seeing him nervous. Like, I feel like we never see Jay-Z nervous. He was nervous up there. Blue was nervous.
Blue was like, why did you bring me up
type shit. But I thought it was cool, and I like that they left right after. And Lil Uzi left too, and I fuck with it.
Absolutely. I feel like I wouldn't stay at an award show that repeatedly fucking played my shit. So shout out to them. They came and collected what the fuck they needed to collect, and they went the fuck home. Probably had a good meal and went to sleep. Shout out to them. They shouldn't even. I don't know. The Grammys just seems real white. Well, that's just my take on that.
Like them, I get, but I understand why like some new artists and like
Would
artists in
want that-
general
those
need that because
accolades
like
and
that
stuff,
changes everything when you're
Absolutely.
Grammy nominated or Grammy like Janelle Monáe is Grammy nominated now. And I'm not gonna say she wasn't before. I don't know, but like this time she was nominated for that album, and I think that's gonna tell a lot for like the business that she's doing.
Absolutely. And then like Victoria Monet winning her 3 Grammys, and then after being snubbed by MTV Awards, of all people, that said that she was too early in her career to fucking perform on the MTV Awards, and she was just saying how she really wanted to be on there. I just think that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
If I was her, I'd never perform at the MTV Awards after that.
Facts.
Sorry,
Or a headliner. Next time you got a headliner. I'm closing the show.
period. And I love that. But yeah, also, Beyonce dropped 2 songs. And the way she dropped it at the Super Bowl, I was just like, period. Because she was an AT&T commercial, which is crazy because, was it AT&T? Yes, it was. AT&T commercial. No, Verizon. Verizon commercial. Sorry about that. AT&T.
We don't work there. We don't fucking know.
Facts. AT&T did have an outage today. A lot of people that have AT&T were like, where the fuck is my coverage? But anyways, Verizon, she dropped a thingy with Verizon, and she also dropped 2 songs right afterwards, which is crazy because at the end of their thing, she's like, oh, drop the new music. And we were like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, she probably said it just for the commercial, blah, blah. Boom. 2 new songs. 2 new country songs. As a person that was really into daddy lessons, I could never be more happy.
Just ran up your alley for
I've been said this bitch should have dropped a country album. I'm low key into country shit. I'm not gonna lie. Just
well,
a
now
little bit, a little. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. A little sprinkle here and there. You know, Tennessee whiskey. You know, baby, lock them doors and turn them lights down.
Hey,
you know that's where I'm at.
Yes.
And I absolutely love these 2 songs that Beyonce.
So you're excited for her
Absolutely.
album.
More than I was in the last one, yes. I did not listen to Renaissance, you know that.
Yeah.
But this country shit, I'll be there.
What do you think part 3 gonna be? R&B probably.
Somebody was like, it was probably gonna be like rock.
I feel like she gotta give her core what they want. I think it might just be R&B.
I hope Act 3 is Destiny's Child, like a little reunion type shit.
You do?
I hope so. I really like Destiny's Child.
I can see that too. I'm not like at the edge of my seat for it, but maybe.
I love it that everybody expects an Act 3. What if she's just like Act 1, Act 2? You know?
Maybe.
But I hope it's something even more different than fucking country.
Yeah.
But I absolutely adore that she did country to begin with.
I think it's gonna be cool.
I love, out of the 2 though, I love 16 Carriages.
You like a little more?
Yeah. What do you like?
I like them both. I think they're fire, and I think Beyonce's gonna win regardless. And maybe the cowboy hat in the beginning was like a telltale sign. Who knows?
I don't know. Her hair looked fantastic. Not only that, she dropped a hair care line as well. And you know what? It's really crazy because just like a couple weeks before, somebody had done like this video about how Beyonce's brand is not personable because she doesn't do interviews, she doesn't like interact with fans, she doesn't really like make herself relatable
Sold
enough
out anyway,
to
Sold out anyway.
Yeah. So it's just like she doesn't make herself like relatable type thing. Which is funny because now I feel like after this country album fell out, recently I saw her like signing people's albums and shit that she doesn't do. She went over there and talked to her, her fans.
Where was she though?
She was going to, I think, the premiere of Kelly Rowland's movie. So she stopped and signed something.
I mean, I feel like if you catch her out, maybe she'll do it, but you gotta catch her out.
And then she just recently had the launch of her hair care line, and she was there with a bunch of influencers from fucking TikTok and Instagram, which I thought was hella unprecedented for fucking Beyonce, but shout out to her. And she was there I just feel like she's genuinely a regular person. She just likes her privacy more than other people. And I'm happy to see her just trying to exert herself for her fans. But shout out to that. This is the first hair care line by a celebrity that I'm just I might have to have some parts. Because Beyonce's hair has always been gorgeous. Whether it's been a wig, blah, blah, all this other stuff. A lot of the time, I feel like it is her hair. I don't know.
Shout out Beyonce.
Shout out Beyonce for real.
Yeah, and shout out you guys. You know, thanks for tuning in again for a new episode. This is episode 37 of Let's Talk About This Comedy Podcast with Brandon, Lee, and G. Sorry I sound like this. I'm under the weather. My apologies.
I hope I don't end up under the
But
weather.
still love you guys. Bye.